Is Netflix thinking about ads? More people are leaving cable and satellite, and Pluto TV adds a familiar name. All that and more in this week's episode of Cord Cutting Weekly. Hi folks, and welcome to Friday, March 11th, 2022. And this is Cord Cutting Weekly, the show where we wrap up the past week in cord cutting and streaming news. And like we said at the very beginning, we've got several stories to discuss this week, including rumors about Netflix considering ad-supported plans and Major League Baseball making some streaming deals. But first, of course, if you haven't done so already, please do take a second to consider clicking on those like and subscribe buttons down below. Those both really do help out our channel considerably, and we'd really appreciate it. And as always, for anyone that's just joining us for the very first time this week, just a quick heads up. For all of the stories we're about to discuss here, you'll find links to those stories included down below in the video description. And those links will bring you on over to our news website, cordcuttersnews.com, where you can stay up to date on all things streaming 24/7. And now, with all of that being said, let's dive straight into the news, starting with Netflix. First up, let's discuss recent speculation about Netflix and whether or not the streaming giant is planning to add a cheaper ad-supported plan to its lineup. In short, following confirmation from Disney that it's aiming to offer a cheaper ad-supported tier for its Disney Plus streaming service, the industry shifted its attention to Netflix to see if it would follow suit. However, during an investor conference this week, Netflix CFO Spencer Newman tried to clarify things by saying, quote, "Never say never, but it's not in our plans right now." He went on to say, quote, "Other folks are learning from it, so it's hard for us to ignore that others are doing it, but for now, it doesn't make sense for us." Of course, it's unclear exactly how long a period "for now" will last in this context, but it looks like Netflix is at least keeping an eye on how similar plans are performing for its rivals. Perhaps it's waiting to see how Disney structures its own ad-supported plan. We shall see. In any case, if you are curious about saving money on Netflix and don't want to wait for a rumored ad-supported plan, then definitely check out our recent video where we explore the world of the Netflix Basic Plan. You can find a link to that video included down below in the video description. And one more Netflix note before we move on. This week, the streaming service announced it's raising prices for the UK and Ireland. The move follows a similar increase in monthly plans here in the US and Canada earlier this year. So in the UK, pricing on the basic and standard packages are going up by £1 per month to £6.99 and £10.99 respectively. And the premium tier jumps by £2 to £10.99 per month. And in Ireland, the basic plan increased by €1 to £8.99, while the standard and premium plans jumped to £14.99 and £20.99 respectively. Of course, you can find out more in our full post link down below in the video description, but heads up for Netflix users over in the UK and Ireland. Moving on, we're inching closer and closer to the start of the NCAA Division I men's and women's basketball tournaments, otherwise known as March Madness. And if you're looking to follow along without cable or satellite, then you should definitely check out our recent post linked down below in the video description. We go over the current schedules for both tournaments and sum up the live TV streaming services you should consider if you want to stay up to date throughout the month. And we also published a video looking at your March Madness streaming options, which you can also check via the link down below as well. And then, once those selections have been announced, we're ready to start watching some games, with the first 4 men's games set to take place on Tuesday, March 15th and Wednesday, March 16th. On the women's side, the first 4 tip-off on Wednesday, March 16th and Thursday, March 17th. And while you're here, feel free to sound off in the comment section down below with which teams you think will win it all this year. In other sports news, we've got more streaming details from Major League Baseball. So according to Forbes, the league has reached an agreement with NBC Sports to stream games on Peacock. The 2-year deal is reportedly worth $30 million annually and includes Monday and Wednesday night games that were formerly carried over on ESPN. And as of the recording of this episode, it looks like we could be close to ending the league's current lockout, which means streaming fans will have more options soon. And speaking of more options to stream baseball, this week also saw Apple step up to the plate to announce Friday Night Baseball on its Apple TV Plus streaming service. Apple made the announcement during its first online showcase event of the year. The company said Friday Night Baseball will be a weekly doubleheader offering with live pre- and post-game shows.
Introducing Friday Night Baseball on Apple TV Plus. Tune in on Friday nights for 2 games you can only see on Apple TV Plus. We're really excited about this. This is going to be the best way to watch baseball on your iPhone, iPad, Mac, and anywhere that Apple TV Plus is available.
Beyond the games themselves, Apple will also offer something called MLB Big Inning, a daily live show featuring news and look-ins to other games. Fans in the US and Canada also get access to 24/7 live streams of replays, news, classic games, and other baseball content. And of course, you can find out more in our full post link down below. And while you're here, be sure to let us know whether these new baseball streaming deals are intriguing enough to get you to sign up for either Peacock or Apple TV Plus. You can sound off in the comment section. Next up, we have some bad news for cable companies. The latest data from Lightman Research Group suggests that the largest pay TV services out there lost around 4.7 million subscribers last year. And as you might expect, industry heavyweights like Comcast and Charter led the way. In Comcast's case, 2021 saw the provider lose some 1.67 million subscribers, while around 367,000 cut the cord from Charter. The research firm also reported that Hulu with Live TV, Sling TV, and Fubo TV combined to add roughly 890,000 new users last year. And if you're wondering why Lightman counted those services and not, say, YouTube TV or Philo, well, it's just because those companies do not regularly report their user numbers. In any case, it looks like folks are still moving away from traditional cable and satellite to find their content elsewhere. And if you're among the millions that ditched cable or satellite last year, let us know what your cord-cutting journey has been like so far. And last but not least this week, we've got yet another channel coming to popular free streaming service Pluto TV. And this one might be familiar to some of you. Yes, it's the new G4 channel, and this week's launch is the result of an exclusive deal that makes Pluto TV the first service in this space to offer a free ad-supported version of G4's content. Now, you might recall the gaming and pop culture channel announced an official return back in October of 2021, with reappearances on services like Xfinity and Cox. But the new G4 Select channel offers fans a chance to check out the new channel for free, with ads, of course. In any case, if you have fond memories of G4 and you end up giving the new channel a shot, let us know what you think so far in the comment section down below. And so there you go. Those were some of the biggest headlines from the past week. And as we always say at this point, thank you all for watching. And again, please do consider clicking on those like and subscribe buttons down below. They are a tremendous help to our channel, and they help remind YouTube that it should continue recommending our content to more and more users. For now, though, I thank you all again for tuning in this week, and we'll see you all next Friday. My name is Philip Palermo, and I hope you all have a safe and enjoyable weekend. We'll see you next time. Take care.